the idea that's different within the group? Can you speak to all that?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. We come in, you always come in with expectations and optimism. I think this year with changes and stuff, the last 2 years were disappointing. I mean, not where we want to be, but we're ready to bounce back, and everybody has come in looking good, feeling good. Like I said, a few new changes, management changes and whatnot, so we should get a little spark here, and I mean, this start of the season is going to be very important.
Can you convince me that the changes in your guys' mind are positive, or whatever the word is?
Yeah, I mean, well, I think when you don't have success, changes always start out as a positive experience, and then you kind of just got to build from it. I think Ken, obviously, is just he's a guy going to provide stability up top. That's going to give us confidence and help us play more consistently with Tip. First things first with him is his structure. Every team he's ever coached has had really good structure, and I think that's going to go a long way with our team. If we start to struggle, if we don't have success, we stick within that structure, and he's going to make sure we do. Then we can play with success from there instead of abandoning it, and that's when things really start going bad.
Ryan, unless my math is off, I think in your time here, it's been something like 9 coaches and 4 GMs. Like, how do you adapt to that change, constant change happening all the time, hearing a different message and trying to...
Yeah, as far as coaches, I mean, most systems nowadays are pretty similar. If they're different, it's usually really easy to pick up. It's just kind of the individual coach itself or themselves. I mean, that you just got to get used to. But I mean, it's not a huge adjustment. I do know Tip a little bit from World Cup a couple of years ago, and he's a really approachable guy. I think communication with him is going to be really good, and I think that'll help us out.
Ryan, it's been a long time since you had a consistent winger to play with. How important do you think that would be for you this year to have that?
Well, it'd be nice. I mean, whoever it is, whatever happens, it would be nice to definitely be able to build some chemistry. Even if things don't go well, I still feel like it's nice to stick with guys and just and turn it around together. And like I said, you build chemistry, you start to feel each other out, you learn more about each other, especially if you haven't played with them before. So, I mean, I think it would be nice for me to be able to play consistently with somebody for sure.
Think of that, and you only had him for 1 year.
Yeah, we loved having Brodsy here. He's a great team guy. He's had a great career. If this is it, then I mean, I wish him all the best for sure. I've actually been talking to him a little bit, so hope everything turns out okay with his back. But yeah, I mean, it was definitely a lot of fun playing with him, and he's had a great career. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Yeah, he just he's one of those guys who really worked his way into the position in the league, and he's maintained that, and been a steady, really good player for many years now.
Ryan, a career year for you last season. How do you feel like you can maybe continue that momentum and keep building on your game moving forward?
Yeah, I think I just got to keep building on my two-way game, find a way to produce offensively, but also play that solid two-way defensive style as well. So I just got to keep building on it and have confidence come into the season and see what happens.
You're the longest-standing guy, and you haven't done a lot of winning here, and every year we do this dance, and you're always positive, right? You're always see the positives of the upcoming season. Does it ever wane? Does it ever get hard? Do you ever back off that at all?
Well, I think if I was negative, it would get pretty frustrating. So, I mean, I think it's important to stay positive. You can obviously learn from the bad, and I think that's what we have to do over the past couple of years. Like I said, it wasn't the last 2 years just weren't good enough. So we know that we need to get better from it and learn from the negative things, because obviously in a losing season there are negative things and negative aspects to it. But looking forward, you got to always see the positives and make sure that you have the right mindset going in.
You talk about coach. You had Dave at the World Cup. You talk about he wants to implement some of the things in the penalty kill there. You remember what that is, and How do you think that can help your group? Because penalty kill's obviously been a struggle for 3 years.
Well, I killed a little bit with him there, so I should have a pretty good feel once he gets going. But once we start learning that, then I mean, if it's a little bit different, then I mean, our penalty kill, I think you just said it hasn't been great over the past couple of years, so we definitely can improve on that. And I think definitely Tip, he's always had good success with that.
Ken also said yesterday that ideally, though, the top offensive players don't kill a lot of penalties, or maybe sometimes not at all in games. As one of those guys, would you prefer to kill a little less? Does it help your game overall not to be out there?
Sometimes I feel like it almost gets me into the game. Sometimes it's a little bit too much. Obviously, if we're taking a lot of penalties and you're going out there constantly and using up a lot of energy, then. But I think it's. I don't mind penalty killing at all. I think it's just they'll probably feel it out and see how everybody's feeling throughout the games.
Ryan, you already talked about the number of coaches you've had in your tenure with the Oilers, but when you have a general manager in Ken Holland who preaches stability, and Dave Tippett echoes that statement, what does that do for you heading into your ninth season?
Yeah, I like that a lot. I mean, I think that's something that I don't know if we've been missing, but we need to get better at it, is the consistency in our game. And stability from management and the coaches is something that's going to really help us. I mean, when we've played, even in the last 2 years, when we've played our game, we can play with any team in the league. It's just a matter of we just don't do it enough. We don't do it every night, and we need to get better at doing that. And I think their stability will definitely help us with that.